At that moment, I felt like when you get caught slipping, it's
slipping?
a feeling like, and I felt it because I don't got caught slipping. When you get caught, as y'all say, lacking, you got lacking, man. I don't felt that when them hot ones start coming through you. There's nothing you could do. You just right there in the midst of it. Fortunately, God, bless me. I'm still here.
Yeah, because I done put up on the block and seen you laying on the ground leaking.
That's
you,
what I'm
Chili
saying.
B, a couple of the homies out there leaking, the young homies out there leaking in the grass.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
when you in that very moment, it's kind of like a dinner. The gun is almost like a camera. You froze, and that gun is taking a shot. Flashes is going out, and you don't know how this little thing for the end.
It's gonna end,
yeah, like you don't know if you're gonna make it, but when you get caught, that look Pac had with the deer in the headlights look, you definitely be having that look like, oh wow, they don't caught me slipping. But all the time shots is going off, hitting your body, and you like, whoa, you don't, man, at 2.5 seconds you can be having multiple shots entering your body, and you don't know if you're gonna make it.
It was terrible to watch though, man.
It was, man.
It was pretty
Plus, he
bad
was
to
from
watch.
Inglewood, so that shit, like I said, I'm from Inglewood. I ain't just from Center Park. I'm from Inglewood, so that shit touched home. Like, man, I feel like that was one of my little homies, because he was one of my little homies, because he was a young Inglewood soldier. So I'm like, man, that shit, I'm really, that shit really touched my heart and really got me hot. Like, man, you know what I mean? To have to keep seeing it. You can't avoid it if you go on YouTube. You can't, social media, you can't avoid it. It's like it was getting just flooded in your face.
You think it should stay up or they should take it down?
You know what, man? I don't know. Because some people can get a lesson from it.
That's what I was thinking. Some people can get a lesson from it. I'm hoping a lot of y'all youngsters out there, man, really see that this shit ain't no game. Motherfuckers is playing for keeps.
Yeah, some people.
This ain't no way you might come back tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
It could. I just hate his family. Got to keep seeing that.
Yeah.
But other than that, the youngsters out here, they can get a lesson from it. Like, hey, if you out here, you keep your head on the swivel. He was on that phone, and you was slipping because they crept up on you. And I'm like, keep your head on the swivel at all times. You can be on that phone and still doing this.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I think that the younger generation have bad nowadays. You see everybody like this.
Yeah.
Everybody's down in their phone, whether they're at the bus stop, the motherfucking crossing walk. You know what I'm saying? They walking across the street. People walking across the street with their phone like this. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, I would hate to really be active right now with all the technology. It's so hard to get away with stuff. If you ain't masked up, you going to jail.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's
you ain't. I'm telling you, like from the doorbell cameras to the camera on the corner to the camera in the store to the camera. If you ain't masked up, and even a masked up is not 100%, it probably give you 75% chance of getting away. But if you ain't masked up, you going to jail. I'm telling you right now, it's a camera somewhere. They got cameras on diesels. See, y'all didn't really know how they got them pictures from Mo 3 when he got killed. Because diesels have cameras in them now. These newer diesels, they got cameras in them because the company want to know for their insurance policies. The company got cameras in these diesels.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
So therefore, if y'all think about how did they get that shot of him running down, chasing Mo 3 down, from my understanding, it was the diesel that was parked behind him. He jumped out, started running. That diesel camera for one got him. Because it was you see the picture was close up. You like, damn, what was the camera at? The camera, from my understanding, was in that diesel.
Oh, yeah. But
so if you talk any truck drivers, they know what I'm talking about. They like, yeah, the company come with cameras in the truck now showing the front
it's pretty
and back
much
because they're trying to save themselves from insurance.
Accidents and everything. But it's pretty much like that in every company car that you drive.
Right.
They got cameras.
So
in our company cars, they got cameras.
See, that's
you
what
can't
I'm saying.
bust a corner too fast. The camera on.
You might be at a light and I'm coming running across, dumping on somebody.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you.
Then they were like, oh, they might see you at the corner from another camera, see the plate. Oh, they go, a vehicle. They go company vehicle, track you, that vehicle down. Hey, we need that footage. And then here I go. They got you, man. I'm telling you this. What a lot of people don't know, it ain't.
So in saying that though, we all know that there's cameras everywhere. You pretty much can't get away with nothing. What do you think our young youth is doing out here, man? I mean, what could you possibly be thinking about knowing that there's cameras everywhere? And you out here trying to murder somebody or commit crimes. It's a 75%, 80% chance you gonna get caught.
You better be masked up.
Is they want to go to the penitentiary?
And you better be ready to go to jail.
You think that's what they want?
Because sometimes you ain't gonna have no choice. Ops right there with what's going down. You gonna get the dumping. You ain't gonna have that mask. You ain't gonna have the time. Or you ain't even had a mask on, so you ain't gonna get a chance. You gonna have to dump. Like back in the day, you know how we would be somewhere, you get into it. Oh, they trying to come back around. Well, we dump. But now, if you do that, yeah, like 3 days later, the police got the footage and they at your door. You going to jail. Oh, shooting right here.
Look, so I don't know about the homie LiL Tako, but for me, I'ma tell you, man, that shit is over. Y'all niggas better leave that shit alone, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing behind that shit, man. You what can you do when there's cameras everywhere? What can you do? You know what I'm saying? What can you do when there's cameras everywhere?
You kind of fighting a losing battle, but
ain't no question.
And ain't gonna lie, like, yeah, you know, Lil F-Bone, rest in peace, mother, asked me, like, what is it? What y'all do? I said, Mom, stop letting the news tell y'all we fighting over colors. We ain't fighting over colors. Colors are just the uniform. Mm-hmm. Same thing, United States. They can say, if you want to say that, say the United States fighting over colors to flags. Our flag is red, theirs is blue. That's only just to identify which one side we stand on. I was like, what we are is a band of brothers from a certain area that said you can't mess with nobody over here. And if you come over here and mess with somebody, we're gonna come mess you up. That's what we are. Mm-hmm. She said, you know what? I can respect that. I said, we all grew up in the same area. We all grew up in the same city, so this is what we represent. The news gonna tell you we fighting over colors. Then they gonna tell you it's about drug territory. I ain't never in my life knowing no LA hood fighting about no drug territory. Mm-hmm. It's all about being about you from over here, they from over there. And unfortunately, that's probably been the only opposition of it. It was like, y'all, because you think right across the street, well, y'all only a block. That one block, them dudes is different to us over there. We don't know them dudes over there. So that little not knowing and that opposition came right there, and then they started claiming something that we ain't with. And, you know, it evolved into something that probably shouldn't have been, you know, but other than that, I just hate how the news make everybody think that we come from all broken homes, or we didn't have good parents. I had a mother and father. I grew up, I went to the streets. I ain't had to go to the streets to this day. You know, my mother was Christian and all
something that you chose to do.
Yeah, my mom went on drugs. My mother don't even drink. Neither one. Well, my stepfather, he'd have a sweat here and there, but they didn't even drink. So yeah, I grew up in a house. I don't know what it felt like to struggle, but until I got out on my own. I've never felt neglected, none of that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like in my neighborhood, we had houses and shit. Our parents was there. We didn't really. I'm pretty sure some of them grew up with a little, you know, dysfunctional family, but for the most part, my family was functional. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know nothing about them hard times until I went to prison and started meeting dudes who really couldn't write, who really couldn't spell. I'm like, damn, this shit real. I didn't, you know, because I knew it was a stereotype about gang members. Like, I'm like, damn, it's okay. It is some few. So they go and take that small group of uneducated young black gang members or whatever, and then they broadcast it out like this is pretty much we come from broken crackhead homes and all that. Your mama was on crack, they had no job, y'all they lived on welfare, y'all had nothing to eat. That type of, but those stories do exist. They just didn't exist in my world.